Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. A bee's sleep between 5 to 8 hours a day, sometimes in flowers. Also, they like to sleep with other bees and hold each other's feet. A photo of a bioluminescent shark taken. Audrey Camp disaster, an ill-fated man was hit by the shell of a missile, which pierced through his body. Dr. Shami and his team still went through with the operation even though the missile might exploded. A white orca captured in Japan waters. Exceptionally rare one in 10,000 encounter. A bee pulling a nail out of a wall. This video might be reversed. He's a carpenter bee trying to build his hive. The lion saber-tooth is being de-extincted by scientists and predict to have at least 2 by 2035. Here are a few other de-extincted animals. Vaquita dolphin, Tasmanian tiger, Pyrean ibex, heath hen, mammoth, lunar rainbow at Victoria Falls, Zambia. A nighttime rainbows phenomenon caught on camera. Holographic effect achieved using paper and fans. How did they even think to do this? All three women in this photo is the first licensed female doctor in their respective country. India, Japan, Syria. Parasite called Ribiroya ondatri, forcing frogs to grow extra legs to be more easily predated upon. Wait until the cordyceps turn human to zombie next. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. A photo of 4,500 years old dice in Mohenjo-Daro. Fun fact, dicing was a common game at Mohenjo-Daro. A child with Waardenburg syndrome, where the patient will have some degree of congenital hearing loss and pigmentation deficiencies. Actor Hugo Weaving on the set of The Matrix with two of his prosthetic heads. From the left, anger 3%, anger 90%, anger 30%. Fun day at the museum. This is obviously a British museum. What the bird doing though? This cancer cell is so flexible, it looks like it's dancing. Many cancer cells are master of shape-shifting, allowing them to squeeze through tiny gaps, spread to distant sites in the body. Boulder opal from Opalton, Australia. Opal dew needs a warning sticker. I thought I was tripping. Hobbiton, New Zealand. I don't think they want any more visitors, well-wishers, or distant relations. Recently discovered stone matrix for making counterfeit Polish banknotes during the occupation of Warsaw World War II. Virtual tour of the tomb of Ramses in 360 degrees. They really need to put jump scare, a darker vibes, and fire torches. Worker walks a wooden catwalk during Golden Gate Bridge cable construction, 1935. What the Pyramid of Khafre looks like 4,500 years ago, where it is covered with polished limestone with gold at the peak. This rare giant phantom jellyfish that was spotted in Monterey Bay, California, approximately 975 meters beneath the surface. Turkish pilots are flying their own manufactured ATAC T-129 helicopter upside down. Nap time makes these king penguins look headless. Second pic looks like a kiwi fruit with chicken wings strapped to the side of it. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. Did you know that part of the original T-800 Terminator's skull design is based off of a gearbox from a Tamiya 110 RC wagon off-roader? A white rainbow called fog bow formed when the liquid water droplets in fog being significantly smaller than raindrops and it didn't get complete diffraction. Kiruna, Sweden. A mining town that looked like a painting during winter. Apollo 17 astronaut stumbles while digging hole in the moon. The only man to land on the moon twice. Got it? Mihailo Tolotos, a Greek monk, lived for 82 years without ever knowing what a woman looks like. A trapped miner wrote this letter to his wife before dying in the Frederickville mine disaster in 1902. Afghan smugglers used slingshots to smuggle opium and hashish across the border into Pakistan. A recently taken image of Saudi Arabia's The Line Project, spanning 105 miles long. The Malabar giant squirrel is the biggest squirrel species on Earth. They can grow up to 1 meter long. They are found in central and southern India. Saltwater crocodiles are on another level when it comes to their length. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Former bank turned bookstore. The last bookstore, Los Angeles. A mix of new and used books and some art galleries. Samurai of the Satsuma clan during the Boshin War period in Japan, 1868 to 1869. How to stay safe on a wind turbine. Well, 512 turbines more to go. 4 people were taking a goat for sacrifice and met with an accident, and all 4 of them died. But surprisingly, the goat managed to survive. The goat just did the Uno reverse. This fish reminds me of someone, and now I can't unsee it. I need new tariff plan as soon as possible. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. The first photos of a living colossal squid. Here's a banana for scale. This is the skeleton of a stingray. These cartilaginous appendages allow rays to be very agile in the water. A photographer captures a meteor burning up in the atmosphere while photographing the Andromeda Galaxy, the shadow of a millipede walking along the road. Why I find this cute? Anyone else hear a tiny drumbeat? Brazen bull, aka chamber of death, is the most brutal ancient Greece torture and execution technique to exist. A photo of a baby scorpion. No, wait. It was just an ant carrying a stick while walking backward. LOL. The Mundari people of South Sudan use cow urine and ash to bleach their hair. Hamsters have big mouths. This is why every magician keeps a hamster up their sleeve. What a first-class suite looked like on the Titanic, 1912. By the way, this is a replica. This is the size of the Apollo 10 command and service module compared to humans. Emission of light when the sperm hits the egg, captured by Northwestern University. All life does start with a bang. Wombat poop is cube-shaped, so they can mark their territory without the poop rolling away. The most severe and painful death recorded in the life of early humans. A cemetery located in Guangzhou, China. My OCD senses is tingling. Breathtaking view of the Himalayas from the ISS. Is this the mountain that separate the water tribes, Earth Kingdom, Tariff Nation, and air nomads? Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. A photo of a fully intact baby, woolly mammoth. Those rats with mammoth DNA should be already evolved into a mammoth. A modern recreation of the cell Capone was held in Philadelphia, 1929. This is a camel spider. It is neither a spider nor a scorpion. They are a separate arachnid related to spiders and scorpions. Fun fact, it's not a camel either. In 2016, a wanted man in Ohio sent the police a selfie after he saw his mugshot on the news and didn't like the photo. In Brazil, inmates unlock hope and reduce their sentences with each book they read and report they write. The cavernous Slanik salt mine in Romania. My intrusive thoughts will want to lick all the walls. A comparison of a human and a great ape skeleton. Royal National Park in New South Wales, Australia. But now many tourists had already destroyed the sea life inside this pool. Water changing from blue to clear whenever he put his hand in it. How, can anyone explain? The Kyoto International Conference, Japan. I feel like a mecca is going to emerge from that. The largest piece of fossilized dinosaur poo discovered is over 30 centimeters long and over 2 liters in volume. I'm going to need that in Currix. This ain't a rock. This is a gharial, a rare crocodile species on the verge of extinction. Looks like he has a nose tumor. 2 hubris cause wrecks sitting at the bottom of the ocean. June 2023. Titanic now has a little friend. Forbidden Steak Rock. How do you like your rock, sir? Rare? Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. Spanish archaeologist Manuel Esteve Guerrero, wearing the Corinthian helmet he had found during his excavation in 1938. These marks you see on chicken are called hock burn, a common and painful skin condition caused by prolonged contact with their feces, which consist of ammonia. It's illegal to help baby sea turtles escape predators if you don't have a permit. If you see this happening before your eyes, are you interfering or respect the natural order of things? Fata Morgana happens when the air below the line of sight is colder than the air above, causing light to bend downwards and the image to appear above the actual object, sometimes upside down. This is what single-celled organisms die. Their shells simply dissolve and their insides are instantly devoured by younger organisms. This is what Jupiter could look like with its rings made visible. Alice in Wonderland syndrome is a neurological condition that is mainly characterized by episodes of you failing to perceive you and/or certain objects the right size. Examples of hostile architecture, used to deter homeless person from occupying those places. Getting a lot harder to spot a fake nowadays. Honestly, it's terrifying. During a league game in 1937, legendary goalkeeper Sam Bartram played alone for 15 minutes on the field, not realizing that the game had been abandoned due to severe fog. Incendiary bombs being dropped over the city of Kobe, Japan, from an American B-29 superfortress. K2-18b, a potentially habitable planet 120 light-years from Earth. Tom Cruise filming at 8,000 feet with 140 miles per hour winds without CGI. I mean, at this point, we've all got to realize that he's an adrenaline junkie who happens to also like making movies. Photographer's stunning moon photo earns NASA's Astronomy Picture of the Day award. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. Among women and children on top of a giant stone jar from the mysterious plain of jars located in Laos. No one seems to know who built the jars and why. This is Frosty the orca, where he is a rare leucistic killer whale known for its pale white or gray coloration. A replica of the size of a blue whale's heart compared to human. Turns out spiders have paws like cats. How is this particular information cute and creepy? No wonder cats can also scale the wall. When salt desert meets sand desert in Rann of Kutch, India. Unbelievable scene and an absolute art. This is what a fugu fish skeleton looks like. Their skeleton works like that toy in the form of a ball that you need to throw. Just don't throw the fish, it won't like it. High winds at the right time created a rare 2,400-foot rainbow waterfall in Yosemite National Park. A photo of a maned wolf, which really neither a fox nor a wolf. It is the only species in the genus Chrysoxan. There are two types of owls. First owl is the one that's sneaking to get snacks. Second owl is the one that when I hear someone eating snacks. Strine in Nordfjord, Norway. I can only imagine what waking up to this view every day must feel like. This is the last recording of a male Moho brachatus in 1987 before its death. Still calling for a female, which has been extinct. The loneliest song cry ever. A street vendor just casually selling mummies in Egypt, 1865. This guy might be cursed. Be careful.